Task 1. Listen to the text and for each question mark the correct answer A, B, C or D. You now have 40 seconds to look through the task. You will then hear the recording twice.
And on today's programme we talk to Holly Barnes, a history student in her final year at Liverpool University, about her first impressions of student life. Let's start from day one. What was going through your head when you first arrived at university?
A whole mixture of emotions, really. I remember arriving at the halls of residence after a 4-hour drive. My parents helped me unload all my stuff from the car, and then we said our goodbyes. I remember my mum was really tearful. I don't think she was ready for me to leave home, but I was too busy feeling excited at the prospect of my independence and all the new friends I was about to make. For me, the main concern was whether I was up to the academic challenge of university.
How easy was it to make friends? Do you have any advice for somebody new starting at university?
Well, it's not too difficult, as long as you're quite open-minded about it. You might not take to people straight away, but then they might turn out to be really great friends. An excellent way to meet people is to join some sort of club. In my case, I joined a tennis club. I also made lots of friends with people from my hall of residence, but it's single sex and I wanted to meet some blokes too.
And what was your accommodation like?
My room was nice and spacious, like the other rooms. Well, actually, it was a horrible shade of yellowy orange, the only room in the whole building to have been given such special treatment. It was certainly not like the nice neutral colour of my room at home. But anyway, it turned out to be a talking point, quite handy when you're meeting so many new people. And by the time I'd furnished it with a few of my possessions and put up some posters, it soon felt very cosy.
And how was the academic side of things different from your experience at school?
It's totally different. You have lectures instead of classes, and you have to be really good at note-taking. If you try to write down everything the lecturer says, you'll be too busy writing to listen, so you need to take brief notes, but not so brief you can't understand them later. The real key is to make sure your notes from a specific subject are filed in one place, so they're in a good state when you come to revise.
Are university tutors very different from school teachers?
Well, it's easy to feel intimidated by university tutors, and they can sometimes give the impression they've got better things to do than talk to students. But the point is, it's their responsibility to help you, and you'll normally find they're more than happy to do so if you ask them. And if you have any problems like family or social or health issues, it's best not to hide it from them. That kind of thing can be taken into consideration when they're setting your grades.
University is the first time you have to manage your own money. How did you find that?
Well, if you want to avoid getting into massive debt, you have to either increase your income by working part-time, there are plenty of possibilities, or cut down your expenditure, which was the route I chose. Like, for example, buying second-hand books, or sharing the cost of photocopies with friends. Another good way of earning extra cash, which I haven't got round to yet, is selling old stuff like CDs and DVDs on the internet.
Well, thank you very much, Holly, for speaking to us today and for all those useful tips. And good luck with your final exams next term.